Don't be shy, 'cause life won't bring you down too far.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle TV in association with MTK Global. It's Fight Camp Week 4, the final one, joined by Mr. Hearn and the Savage, Alen Babic. Alen, how are you?
Very good, very good, very. I don't know how to explain it. You know, this whole camp has been amazing, and I'm perfect.
He's savage.
He's savage, just like you.
I'm not a savage. He's a savage. He's a savage.
Eddie, big test for Alen.
Huge test. I mean, listen, I love it. I love it because, let's be honest, you know, the fights that he's been in so far don't really get anyone excited, but they're things you have to go through as a fighter when you turn professional. You know, you're allowed to learn, you're allowed to progress, but what he's doing is he's probably cutting out 3 or 4 fights in the middle to make this step up, which is great. And if you're good enough, there's no problem doing that. But what we will find out is if he's good enough. And everybody around him believes he is. Dillian Whyte, you know, there was a list of fighters that Dillian Whyte was saying, he'll beat him, you know, and these are quality heavyweights. You know, Shaundale Winters, I'm not saying Shaundale Winters is going to win a world heavyweight title, but if you look at his record and the wins he's had against some very good heavyweights, he had a good fight with Joseph Parker, you know, he hasn't yet, Alen, fought anyone even remotely dangerous. So this is a big step up, but I think when you have a quality fighter, that's when they're going to look their best against better opposition. He doesn't want to fight guys that are just covering up and, you know, but it's so hard to get those opponents. So what he's doing is he's fighting a guy that will actually probably show his true ability and show the levels that he could go to.
Alen,
Yes.
12 out of 13 knockouts for Shaundale, so he comes with a very good knockout ratio.
Yes.
And he went 5 rounds with Joseph Parker as well, so this is a test for you.
Yeah, I need to do it. You say I need to do it before 5 rounds. That's all I hear. You know?
That's what he's saying. He's saying
Yeah.
if you don't, then
Yeah.
he's not going to
That's
talk to
what
you
I
again.
heard,
I don't want to cause any trouble, but he basically said if you don't get him out there inside 5 rounds, he's never going to talk to
He
you
can say
again.
that to me, but Savage is going to enter the ring. And Savage doesn't care, bro. Savage doesn't care what you say. You know? It's going to be a perfect
So
match.
basically what Savage is saying is fuck you.
I love you, KUGAN. Don't listen to him.
I love you too, Alen.
Alen loves you, Savage.
You'd be making a big statement if you stop him inside 5 rounds because of the
Yeah.
fact that Parker did
Yeah.
go 5 rounds.
He'd be making a big statement if he wins.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
from here, there's no step backwards. You know, so once you beat a Shaundale Winters, then you're moving into the guys like top 20 in the division and stuff like that. So that's why I love this fight, because we're in a position at the moment through the pandemic where we're cutting out the fights that no one wants to see. Do you know? Does that make sense? So it's like we don't want to see Babic go and have a 4-rounder, a 6-rounder. He's got a great amateur career. He's great sparring with Dillian Whyte. The team say he's ready, so let him go. And once he beats Shaundale Winters, then it's, you know, you're talking about 10 rounds, 12 rounds, and it's, you know, it goes into a big year in 2021.
You've had this attitude before you turn pro that you just literally will fight absolutely anyone.
I fought anyone, man. I fought on the streets. I fought on the work. I fought in the. I'm a fighter, you know. I'm a fighter, and that's what Eddie said. It's perfect. I want that. I tell it to Eddie. Do you remember? I said I want to fight every week. Let's do something new. You know, I want to be something old in this new. I'm a small heavyweight. That's good. It's good. I want to be the smallest. You know, give me the biggest one. I want to knock him out. You know, that's what I need to do. That's what I like. That's what I am. You know, and I want to go fast. I say to Dillian, get me fight. He was like, you want to fight it? No, better. And he was mentioning top guys, and I was like, yes, give me that, and they were like falling up. No,
The problem is that no heavyweight really wants to like someone of the level, and that's why I got to respect Shaundale Winters because of his record of 3-0, 4-0. It's like they don't want to get beat by a 3 or 4-0 fighter. They don't mind losing to Joseph Parker, the former world heavyweight champion. But when you get beat by a heavyweight novice, not nobody. I wouldn't say that to you. But someone, a novice, heavyweight novice. It's hard to rebuild your career from there. Do you know what I mean? So that's why when we offered this to a lot of people, they're like, listen, there's still question marks. Maybe he's not as good as people say. We'll find out on Saturday night. But the thing is, if he is as good and he gets beat, and they're taking a big chance fighting a 3-0. When you look on BoxRec and you've got a fighter like Shaundale Winters and it goes Joseph Parker, Alen Babic 3-0, that don't look good on their resume for future opportunities. So it's a big risk for them as well. And the reason that Winters has taken this fight is because they think they're going to beat him. They're not coming over here for the payday. It's an 8-round fight. But his team, Martin and those guys, have looked at Alen Babic and said, we actually think we'll beat him. So yes, we'll take the fight.
Did you struggle to get an opponent for him?
Always. Always. Who wants to fight him? He's a fucking lunatic. I wouldn't want to get in the ring with him. I'm a bit scared sitting here. It's only because I'm paying him. He's not, it's only because I'm sitting here. I'm thinking he's not going to kill me. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we all have an obligation to let a fighter learn and build. But sooner or later comes that moment where you press the red button under the table and say it's time. And Saturday it's time. Time for Alen Babic to show how good he is.
Right now. That's exactly what I think. And I just like that. I like the red button, smash it.
Fuck me. Yeah. But when he boxed in Italy on his debut, remember, the guy, I could have beat him. This other guy, maybe not. But but this guy, all of a sudden, I will sit down and I'm excited for the fight. You could say it's a 50-50 fight on paper, only because of the question marks over Alen Babic. His team and the people that know him don't think it's a 50-50 fight. They think he's going to knock Shondell Winters clean out. But for me, knowing what Winters can do, I was there ringside against Parker. Look at his wins on the road as well against undefeated heavyweights. He can fight. He's a proper fighter. Now, this is the kind of guy this guy could win British titles. Obviously, he's from America, so that won't happen. But you know what I'm saying in terms of levels?
Yeah.
So he's British champion. He might fight for a European heavyweight title. He's had 3 fights. So that's what I love about this fight. And there's a lot of pressure. And someone will be getting cleaned out.
And I love being the underdog. That's what Eddie making me an underdog. I love that. I love it. I fought my whole life as an underdog. I shouldn't be sitting here with Eddie Hearn. I'm a bouncer from a small town in Croatia, and I did it all by myself. By being an underdog, and that's the best. I get goosebumps when I say it. So I bring a lot of emotion to the ring. I bring everything with me in the ring. And if he can cope with that and beat me, I'm gonna quit boxing. I'm saying it right now. I say, okay, Sean, you beat me. That's it. I'm at my best. I'm at my best right now. And I think I'm managing all these interviews very well also. So I'm at my best. I had poor scores in English in the school.
Your English is excellent.
Yeah, but I had really poor scores. I did it by myself. I learned it by myself. By watching movies. And I go to my coach. My coach is a 2-time Olympic coach. And to talk to him. And this is another Olympian on the way. Yeah. So he knows what he's doing. I went there by myself, I was there, coach, please learn me how to box. I was going to all the other gyms and then I stayed with him. And I'm going to bring all of that into the ring. And Shondell can't take it, I'm sure he can't take it. I don't want to sound cocky because I'm not, I'm humble. But believe me, you're going to see it. You're going to see it. I'm going to show the world.
His English is like your Croatian, isn't it?
Yeah, my Croatian's not bad. I went to Croatia.
Yeah?
I went to Hvar.
Hvar, yeah. Best place in
Naughty
Croatia.
night out. Great nightlife.
Yeah, I worked at
that?
DM.
Yeah, there.
Yeah,
the nightclub on the island.
I worked there.
I wouldn't cause any trouble in the club if he was on the door. That Carpe Diem's a strange place. Yeah.
It's a good place. I work also in the lower places, where the workers come, and that's the dangerous places. Carpe Diem is all nice, cocktails and stuff. Yeah. You'll go with me one time.
If there's any trouble on the island for Carpe Diem, Savage they go, Savage! Boom! And next thing, fucking everyone's in the sea.
I just roar from the sea. Ah!
Yeah.
Just finally, Eddie, I know you obviously trust Dillian White's judgment. So what has he said to you about Alen?
Well, I can tell by the people that he's willing to select as his opponent. Dillian White cares for his fighters. He doesn't throw them into fights they don't think they can win. But what he does is he puts them in fights that are going to take them to the next level, but he believes they can win. But he puts them in tough fights. Look at what he's done with Fabio Wardley. Straight away, Simon Vallily, Then I said Nick Webb, no problem. He wants to move him at a pace. Chris Congo, sign Chris Congo, straight in with Luther Clay. Yep, he'll fight him. John Harding Jr., throw him in. If you're not good enough, you won't win. But there's no point protecting. No. But also, Dillian's done so many rounds with Alen. Dillian's fought the best heavyweights in the world. He knows how good Alen Babic is. So therefore, and to be quite honest, if Alen Babic can't beat Shondell Winters, Alen Babic is not going to be a top heavyweight.
Of course, that's what I say.
But what I'm saying is, I'm talking about a top heavyweight. I'm talking about a top 20 in the world heavyweight. There's no disgrace to that. If you get beat by Shondell Winters, there's some very good heavyweights that he's beaten. Do you know what I mean? But if you don't beat him, you can't put yourself in the same name and conversations as those people in the top 20 in the world. And if he comes through with a big win, then he can start talking. Then we can start building, start looking at 10 rounds, start looking at intercontinental fights, and that's when you start making proper progress. I'm just pleased that we've scrapped probably the 3 fights in the middle that are worthless. Do you know what I mean? That we would have done if there was no pandemic and there was, he would have just kept going 6 rounds, 8 rounds. But this is much more exciting. And if you're a good fighter, you'll show your levels against someone like Sean Delgins.
And I operate very good under pressure. I saw that. I didn't even know that. I saw that on my first when we had in the London.
Oh, too, yeah.
When we had how do you say press conference.
Yeah.
And Eddie Hearn asked me a question. I was sweating, bro. I was dead. I was dead water. And I was like, bro, and perfect English came out. And I was crazy. I was like, coach, I didn't know I can do that. I'm from small town. Eddie Hearn asked me a question. I thought I'm just gonna sit there. And I was sitting there, I'm just gonna look tough, And Chris was like, let's start with Babic. I was like, fuck.
What you should do, you should just groan.
Yeah.
Because you like this.
Next time.
Alan, you ready for this?
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, we look forward to it. Saturday night, Alen the Savage Babic takes on Sean Del Winters.
Looking forward to it.
Timing of this fight?
It's going to be the second fight of the night. It's going to be in the ring about 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Yeah.
I don't know what is it with my country. My country X for the television.
Yeah, the zone own the global rights, so they will probably be airing it in Croatia. We'll let you know.
Okay, because I don't know who's gonna air it. They said that they sell it to somebody,
Yeah,
but
they
I
will
still
do. They
don't
will
know.
do. Yeah. Okay, I'll find out.
Because everybody's asking me. My crush is behind me. Top 2 national televisions call me. No, ask Eddie Hearn if you're gonna come back.
What do you think of Filip Hrgović?
I don't like him.
Hey?
I want to fight him.
Really?
I want to fight him
Why's
bad.
that?
We
Never
were
got
together. My coach made Filip Hrgović. My
Yeah.
coach, which is here, he made Filip Hrgović. Couldn't even walk when he came into the gym. It was all this. And my coach made a boxer, Olympic boxer out of him. And then he split with us. We were together. I was his sparring partner. No, I was
Do
sparring
you rate
partner.
him? You think he's good?
Yeah, he's very good.
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
he's very good, but not better than Savage. I see it.
Savage v Hrgović
Yes, of course.
Next
in
fight
the
camp.
Croatian National Stadium.
Oh, give me. Let's
Good
go
stuff.
to Chandel first, but yes.
Good man.
Eddie Hearn, Alen Babic, thank you very much. Best of luck on Saturday night, Alen Babic.